Hello students, myself Nimesh Prabhakar. Welcome to Process Dynamic and Control lecture series. In my last lecture we discussed about the chapter number 3. In last lecture we completed chapter number 3, Dynamic Behavior of Boiler. Now in this lecture we start new chapter, chapter number 4, Dynamic Behavior of Reactor. So now in this lecture we study about the introduction of reactor. So first of all, one question come in our mind: what is reactor? Obvious, one question come in our mind. So the answer is, or the definition of reactor is, a reactor is a vessel where chemical transmission take place to convert reactant into product. So that means reactor is a one closed vessel in which we take some reactant and convert into the product. So in this figure you can see this is a one reactor or the chemical reactor, and that reactor used to convert the reactant into the product. Now in this lecture we discuss about the type of reactor. So there are the different type of reactor. First one is batch reactor, second one is semi-batch reactor, third one is continuous stirred tank reactor, or we can also say CSTR, that we already know. Now next one is plug flow reactor, then next is mixed bed reactor. So these are the different types of reactor. Now we start one by one and understand. So first we start with the batch reactor. So this is a simple diagram of batch reactor. So in this reactor, reactants are fed to the reactor in beginning, left to react for certain time in the reactor under agitation. That means in this reactor, first we add reactant and then we left for mixing, and then automatically it generates the product. So during this time no material is fed to reactor and no product is withdrawn. Product is withdrawn after subsequent time interval. So this is the normal procedure of batch reactor, or this is the behavior of batch reactor. So you can simply remember, like in this reactor, first we add the reactants, then we left for the mixing, and after some time we get the product. But during this procedure, like in the mixing procedure, we do not add some reactants, or we cannot withdraw the product. So this is the behavior of the batch reactor. Now we also see about the batch reactor. Like in this reactor, properties of reaction mixture change with time. In operate under unsteady state condition. It consists of a vertical cylindrical vessel equipped with an agitator for stirring the content. That means agitator is used for the mixing purpose. You can see in the center, this is the agitator, and it provides with the external jacket or cooling coil for heating and cooling purpose. So this reactor is also provided with the jacket surrounding of it. You can now we discuss about the advantages of batch reactor. So first one advantage is simple in construction and easy to operate. That means compared to other reactors, this is simple construction easy to operate. Now next one advantage is flexibility of operation. Now third one is relatively cheaper. That means this reactor is relatively cheaper as compared to other reactor. Now next one is can give high conversion. Now we discuss about the disadvantages of reactor. So first one disadvantage of this reactor is large scale production is difficult. That means in this reactor we cannot use for the large scale production. Now next one disadvantage is required time to empty, clean and refill. And next one is high labor cost per unit volume of production. So these are the disadvantages, and last one disadvantage is poor quality control. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of batch reactor. Now we discuss about the application of batch reactor. So first one application is it often used for liquid phase reaction when the required production rates are low. So this is the application of batch reactor. Now next one application is they are used for small scale production of certain chemicals. And next one is they are used to carry out reaction having long reaction time. And last one application is they are used for production of such as dye and pharmacy. So it is also used in the pharmacy industry. So these are the applications of the batch reaction. Now next one we discuss about the semi-batch reactor. So this is the diagram of semi-batch reactor. So one reactor, that means in this reactor, one reactant is charged initially and other is added constantly, continuously to react for certain period of time under agitation. After addition is over, reactor mass is held for certain period and finally product is withdrawn from the reactor. So this is the operation of batch reaction. So you can see here in this reactor first we add one reactor and another reactor is added continuously to react, and after addition is over reactor mass is hold for certain period. That means we hold for a certain period time and then we withdraw the product. Now we discuss about the application of semi-batch reactor. So first one application is it used for liquid phase reaction and two-phase reaction where gas is continuously bubbled through the liquid pool in reactor. Now we discuss about the advantages of reactor like a semi-batch reactor. So first one advantage is a good temperature control, and next one advantage is minimize unwanted side reaction. So this is the advantages and application of semi-batch reactor. Now we discuss about the third one type of reactor, that is continuous stir tank reactor, that means CSTR. So this is the figure of continuous stir tank reactor. It consists of a stir tank with continuous inflow of reactant and outflow of product. A certain amount of reaction mixture is always present in the reactor. That means this is a one closed tank, and in this tank we continuously feed some reactor, and from one side we continuously feed some reactor, and from other side we get continuously product. So this is the operation of continuous stir tank reactor. It runs under steady state condition. there is no variation of concentration, temperature and reaction rate in the reactor volume. It is also known as MFR or baked mix reactor. So this is the another name of CSTR. That means it is known as the MFR and sometimes it also known as the baked mix reactor. It is commonly used in a industry processing for homogeneous liquid phase reaction. Now we discuss about the advantages of CSTR. So first one advantage is easy to maintain good temperature control in a reactor. That means the most important advantage is easy to maintain as compared to other reactor and good temperature control in this reactor. Now next one is can be operated under isothermal condition even if heat of reaction is high. So this is the main and important advantage. That means what? We can operate this reactor under the isothermal condition. That means in some situation that is the heat of reaction is too high. So we can use this reactor. Now third one is the relatively cheap. And now we discuss about the disadvantages of this reactor. So first one disadvantage is conversion per unit volume of reactor is low. Next one is not recommended for high pressure operation because of cost consideration. So it is not good for the high pressure operation. And last one disadvantage is not suit for the reaction with very high heat effect. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of CSTR. Now we discuss about the next one reactor, that is a plug flow reactor. So here you can see this is a figure of the plug flow reactor. In this reactor, it consists of a single continuous long tube or several tubes arranged in a parallel. So the reactant enter at one end and product mixture leave from the other end of reactor. So this is nothing but one closed long tube, and in this tube we add reactor from the one end and the product is leave from the other end. So this is a simple plug flow reactor. There is a continuous variation of composition of reaction mixture in between. Heat transfer can be accomplished either by use of jacket or cell and tube type design. That means we can also use like a jacket surrounding of this reactor. There is a complex mixing in a radial direction. Now we discuss about the advantages of plug flow reactor. So first one advantage of plug flow reactor is easy to maintain. Now next one is the highest conversion per unit volume of reactor. And now we discuss about the disadvantages of this reactor. So first one disadvantage is difficult to control temperature within the reactor. Next one disadvantage is hot pot can be occur with exothermic reaction. So these are the disadvantages of plug flow reactor. So this is the advantages and disadvantages of plug flow reactor. Now we discuss about the application of this reactor. So for a high pressure reaction, because of cost consideration, so we can use for the high pressure reaction because of the cost consideration. So this is the application of the plug flow reactor for reaction with a high heat effect. They are used for the homogeneous gas flow reaction. Now we discuss about the next one type of reactor, that is a fixed bed reactor. So this is the diagram of the fixed bed reactor. It is a tubular reactor packed with solid catalyst. Reaction mixture is passed through a mass of small catalyst particles. It consists of a large diameter cylinder with multi-catalyst bed or many tubes in parallel packed with the catalyst. So you can see in the figure there is a one closed vessel, or in this vessel one side we give the reactor and we get the product from the other side. And in some fixed bed reactor there is also pipe is available. Like you can see in the second one figure, there are the more than one pipe is available. So this is the construction of the fixed bed reactor. Now we discuss about the advantage of fixed bed reactor. Highest conversion per unit weight of catalyst. This is the advantage of fixed bed reactor. Now we discuss about the the disadvantage is difficult to control temperature, formation of hot spot. That means in this reactor there is a hot spot is created in the process. Replacement and regeneration of catalyst is troublesome. There will be channeling of a gas flow. So now we discuss about the application of this reactor. So first one application is to catalyze as a gas reaction. So it is used to catalyze gas-phase reaction. So this is the application of fixed bed reactor. Now we compare different type of reactor. So first we discuss about the batch reactor. So uniform companion everywhere in the reactor, but changes with time. So this is the batch reactor. In this reactor, uniform companion everywhere. That means throughout the procedure, there is a uniform companion everywhere in the reactor, but change with time. Now semi-batch reactor. So in semi-batch, one reactant will be added when reaction will proceed. Now we talk about the continuous reactor. So first we talk about the mixed flow reactor. This is the uniform mix, same composition everywhere within the reactor and at axis. And next one is the plug flow reactor. So here, flow of fluid through reactor with order so that only lateral mixing is possible. So this is the comparison of different type of reactor. So these are the different type of reactor. So in this lecture we study about the introduction of reactor